I learned that a lot of the girlies are going to Dubai.
What?
These rich guys are flying these girls in to bring them out to party on like yachts and whatever, and then they're shitting on them. They are paid.
No, that's a hell no.
The fucked up shit that happens in Dubai, aka the porta-potty parties. Look, I haven't had a porta-potty party or anything quite similar to it here in Australia, but I can tell you right now, as somebody who worked in the industry, men all over the world, it doesn't matter where they're from, if they've got money, it's usually they want to do the most when it comes to that. And I think it's because they've got so much money, they've had everything, nothing in life stimulates them anymore, so they looked for more and more. And I think that's why you'll find the elites and all the conspiracy theories about the kids, about the tunnels, about hunting parties, they're all true. Because when you get that kind of money, people get it. Imagine having money, so much money, you could get everything you wanted and there was nothing left in life. It happens everywhere. And just what I did,
there are so many fucked up things that happen in Dubai. Dubai is beautiful, flashy cars, money, beautiful women. Dubai basically has everything. And if you've ever been to Dubai, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to be talking about the dark sides of Dubai nobody talks about. A lot of people had so many scary experiences to share. I'm going to roll the clip, let us watch. Then I'll be sharing my thoughts at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm dying to see them and I'm going to see you guys at the end.
Bye.
Can I tell you what I actually learned? A friend of mine is an air hostess, and her friend was on a flight with her, and her friend was eating like a very specific diet. So apparently the thing is, it's actually a control thing. I don't know if I can speak about sheikhs.
No, speak.
So these guys actually pay these women to hold a strict diet for like 2 weeks so that they can know that they are in complete control of what that woman is putting into her body, and the girl needs shit on them.
Wow.
So the girls aren't even getting shat on. The girls are shitting. The girls aren't even getting shat on. The girls are shitting on these guys, because then the guys feel like it's sick, like it's a control thing. So then they know, like, oh, you listened to me for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that's probably their kink, that girls actually listen to them.
No 2-minute noodles.
I'm surprised a lot of you haven't heard the stories of what happens to influencers and S-workers in Dubai. So let me tell you what I know. I know this because I've either been offered it firsthand or know someone who's done it. Men over there have dumb money. I cannot even fathom the amount of money that they have. Literally a Lambo or a $10 million house is just, it wouldn't even put a dent in their bank account. And when you have that sort of money, you can get whatever you want when you want, which means girl after girl, they have seen everything. And when you've seen everything and you have endless amounts of money, you start to get bored and go looking for the next thing to give you that thrill. So they'll find an influencer who has like 5 million followers on Instagram, pay her an obscene amount of money, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, I mean, depends how far you want to go, to basically come over and humiliate her. And we're talking some pretty bad stuff, like brown town, what comes out their back door and into said influencer's mouth. There's a lot of that stuff that goes on. They enjoy degrading women. I've heard of animals getting involved, like how far are you willing to go? They've got the money for it. Obviously not everyone's going to get treated this way when they get invited over there, but this is just what I know. These things take place in the middle of nowhere, whether it's on a yacht or in the middle of the desert. Obviously none of this stuff is allowed in their country. If you're like a businessman or they want to show off to you, a lot of the time they'll drive you out to the middle of nowhere where there'll be these like massive tent set up, and not just a mediocre tent, like we're talking a tent that you go inside and it looks like a luxury resort. They'll have countries lined up one after the other, Australia, US, UK, Germany, France, whatever. And each country has women from that country, and you can just take your pick of whatever one you want. And like, who knows if these women even agreed to be there? You probably don't know where they are. They're in Dubai. Like, what are they going to do? Go to the authorities? Tell them what they've been doing? I can't imagine it ending well for them if they did. I guess you can speculate like why you think that they do this, but I personally think it's just like a power move. Like, they enjoy watching beautiful women get degraded, and I guess they would feel like a sense of ownership over you. The whole thing is horrible. I wouldn't step foot in that country purely because of what I do for work. It would be game over for me if I went over there and got caught. Who knows if you would even get out once you're there. And I just value my life too much to risk that.
If you're new here, I usually talk about some pretty scary stuff, but today's true story is one of the most disturbing I've ever come across. Because behind the luxurious facade of Dubai lies the terrifying secret. Yo, imagine being invited to an exclusive party in Dubai, only to find yourself trapped in a nightmare. This is the reality of the infamous Porta Dubai party, a term that's been making waves online. And the recent case of 20-year-old Maria Kovalchuk brings this horrifying phenomenon into the spotlight. Maria, a Ukrainian OnlyFans model, was reported missing in Dubai for 10 days. She was later found on the side of a road with a broken spine and multiple fractures. Before her disappearance, Maria had informed her mother that she was staying with two men involved in the modeling industry. Dubai police claim she fell at a construction site, but her family and many others believe there's more to the story. The term Porta Dubai Party refers to alleged secret gatherings where wealthy individuals pay women exorbitant amounts for degrading acts. Reports suggest that women are flown into the country under false pretenses only to be subjected to humiliation and abuse. Some accounts even describe women being strung up and beaten, reminiscent of scenes from horror movies. Despite the severity of these allegations, many perpetrators remain above the law. Dubai's strict legal system often criminalizes victims, deterring them from seeking help. This systemic issue allows such horrifying events to continue completely unchecked. Do you believe Maria's case is an isolated incident, or is it part of a larger hidden network? If you made it to the end, comment a double eye emoji if you believe there's a deeper issue at play, and if you're into scary stories that are real, scary story times that are real, or scary spooky stories like this, hit that follow right now. I post new stories every single day, and I go live every single night sharing real life scary stories for bedtime. And if you've got a true crime story or know something strange from your town, send it to me. You might just hear it featured.
All these people that are influencers in South Africa that get preps in Dubai.
Why'd you do that?
They get preps in Dubai and then they come to South Africa and ball on us. Hey, I have money.
Who are you talking about? Someone that went to
I'm talking
Dubai
about
and came back?
male influencers, male influence people that are getting fucked in Dubai by other men.
Dubai is not as safe as you think it is. There is a really dirty, deep, dark secret hidden from the whole world. This young, beautiful woman from Ukraine was found on the side streets of Dubai with broken arms, legs, and a broken spine. This is Maria Kovalchuk, an OF model, and one night she told her friends she's going for a night out in Dubai. But what Maria told her friends was that she's going to this party with two men who are from the modeling scene and world in Dubai. So that party was actually believed now to be a porta-potty party. At these types of parties, influencers and OF models, just like Maria, are paid huge amounts of money to perform horrific, degrading acts. Russian media do believe it was a possibility that Maria was used as a sex slave and was raped horrifically multiple times during this party, which is why she had broken bones and a broken spine and then was eventually discarded on the side of the street.
So let's talk about these, the infamous porta-potty parties. This has been brought up countless times in my comments when I did the video about the OF girl who was found with a broken spine in Dubai, and allegedly she had gone to one of these parties. So let's talk about it. When you first hear the word porta-potty, it probably makes you think of festival toilets, but in reality the meaning behind it is a lot darker. It's a term to describe a party that's allegedly hosted by wealthy men in Dubai. These apparent parties are probably better described as a way to commit vile sex acts against women in exchange for a lot of money. Girls would go to these parties with the promise of a lot of cash, and if they did go, they would usually get the cash, apparently. But the acts would involve the following, trigger warning as well. So the acts would be acts like beating them, knocking their teeth out, stringing them up on hooks, as well as sometimes involving animals, I'm not sure in what kind of way, and then of course defecating on them, which is probably where the name porta-potty party came from. There has been no update today that I've seen anyway on the Maria Kovalchuk case. If anybody knows anything, please link me below and let me know your thoughts.
Get ready with me whilst I tell you about my traumatic story time in Dubai. Right, so this all happened about 2 2 months ago now, and I was actually recruited for a job in Dubai, and I left my job, which I absolutely loved, working in the beauty industry in London, to basically fly out to Dubai and start a new life. So just a heads up, if you're recruited by even a London agency, they're not going to protect you when you get out to Dubai. So I flew out to Dubai to start my new job, and on the first day where I got there, I checked into the hotel and I found out that the owner of the company had been booked into the same room as I was staying in the hotel, which, first of all, red flags, that's very dangerous. So I literally was in a different country. I was like 7 hours away from home. So I called my mum, like crying my eyes out, saying, oh my God, they've booked the owner of the company to stay in my hotel. It wasn't even like he booked it. There was 2 guests in the room. That's dodgy. So aside from that, I had to lock up my door and start my first day at work the next morning. So the next morning I went in for my first day and everything was fine. Everyone was quite nice. And then red flags started to show. So I had heard that majority of the people working there didn't have a working visa. That's, first of all, very, very illegal. So most people who have been there 1 month, 2 months, even 3 months were working on a tourist visa. Why did I not get told about this before I flew out there? Go to part 2 to find out what happened when I confronted them about the illegal behaviours going on.
I was offered $100,000.
Allowed to say this on here because, you know, TikTok has guidelines. But people who live in the Middle East and who know about the underworld, what they do in Saudi, Dubai, UAE, Qatar, they have a fantasy and it's all over the internet. You can Google this, but I'm not gonna say this on here. But what they do is they hire these African women only for a very high price, like this, just not a regular salary. They'll say, oh, you're gonna get $100,000 annual salary. All you have to do is do what we ask you to do. And they make them eat something which makes those people sick. And those people who they hire, the Africans from Africa, the women, they eat it because why? They think they're gonna make money and it's just gonna be okay. But they fall sick, they get worse, and then they send them back to their country. And when they return back to their country, they look so miserable, so skinny, so sick. If you see the videos, it's really mind-boggling. Like, then those women actually specify what they had to do and they hold their passports. So if you know, or if you have been to Dubai and if you are aware of this, please let this lady know in the comments, because I am not gonna say this on here. It's disgusting. It should be banned, but I guess it's their country, their laws, their rules, and they can do whatever the hell they want to do. They can have 5 wives, 10 wives, 20 wives. That's their law. That's their rule. That's their religion. So they can do what they want. Even just thinking of this is sickening. Anyways, hope somebody explains to you in the comments. Bye.
Okay, it's recently come to light that people are going to Dubai, people are going to Dubai to go and get poo on them, get pooed on, to go and get human feces on their mouth, on their face for money? Okay. Influencers are going to Dubai to get pooed on. I cannot believe it. I don't care how much money you're getting paid, you're allowing another being on this earth to release their bowels onto your body and your face. I've even seen the video with my own eyes. I wanted to scratch it out. What are you doing? Like someone's pooing on your face. You're doing, yeah, that's chicken, sweet corn, a bit of broccoli, all for money that disappears. Oh my God. I'm actually flabbergasted. Human feces, do you know how many diseases you'll be catching in your mouth? Do you know how many diseases you... And you'll have the audacity, the cheek to go and post pictures of you by the pool the next day. Oh! Have you no shame? Have you no shame? Chai! Oh, for money, God forbid.
Do you guys know one of the main reasons why girls go to Dubai to get shit on? Is because they want to live a certain lifestyle. They want to maintain a certain lifestyle, and they want to maintain this lifestyle for social media. They want people on social media to know that they have money. They are in secret competition with other influencers. They want to show the world that they have, and they believe that living this fake lifestyle or being able to live this lifestyle, it adds some kind of value to them. A lot of women are in secret competition with each other. Most of these influencers are in competition. Most of these celebrities are in competition. Girls who want to go to Dubai and get money because they are competing with another girl who they think is doing the very same thing. They want social media clout, they want popularity, they want to be able to acquire all these luxury things, designer bags, designer shoes, designer outfits, being able to fly the world and maintain this influencer lifestyle, which is good for social media. A lot of girls will go to Dubai to get humiliated like this by these men just so that they can be able to compete, to show off. That is why you shouldn't envy anyone, because the price some people pay to be able to have the things that they have or to acquire the world they have, they pay the heavy price for it. So don't compete, don't compare, don't envy. People are doing fucked up shit to have money, and if you want to compete with this type of people, you are going to end up being like them. When you start living a certain lifestyle and you're not able to fund that lifestyle, you're going to go above and beyond to maintain that lifestyle. If you decided to bring the public into your life, you will want to do things to please them, you want to do things to impress them, you want to do things for clout. Let them know that you're still trending, let them know that you still have money, let them know you're still that bitch. That's why you're going to go sell your body for sex or lower your standards to get degraded like this in these party parties. This is some of the reasons why we have men who involve themselves in cultism, because they want to live a certain lifestyle, they want to get girls, they want to show the world that they have money, they are looking for validation, they are seeking for validation from the general public, from other people. They want other people to acknowledge them as that guy or as that woman. You see them involving themselves in cultism, dark magic, voodoo. Some even go to the extent of degrading themselves in these Dubai parties and getting shitted on by men just so that they can have money. They go to Dubai, eat feces from these men, and they pay them millions or hundreds of dollars, and they come back, get all the flashy things, show up on social media, fly to numerous countries, but that is the price they pay. And you're going to be looking from a distance, envying them, competing with them, looking at them and wishing to have what they have. Yes, they have all these things, but guess what? They pay the heavy price for it. The kind of things people do for money, you're going to be scared if you want to do this. If you know, most of these rich men, when they have a lot of money, they are bored because they are basically seen everything. So this will push them to look for new interesting things to do, new interesting things, or things that are more scary, that will increase their dopamine, that will get them turned on in whatever way. That's why you see them having these weird fetishes. There was a video online where this girl was being cheated on, and it was trending for quite some time on social media. I haven't watched the video yet. I don't even want to watch it. These Dubai secret parties, they are being organized by rich men, millionaires, billionaires, the top Arab elite. Those are the people organizing this, allegedly. The Ukrainian model who was beaten and left for dead on the streets in Dubai, one of the dark sides of attending these Dubai parties. She went for this Dubai party allegedly, and it seems like where she found herself right now, she's in the hospital basically fighting for her life, broken arms, broken limb, with a broken spinal cord. That was what she got from attending these Dubai parties. Research also shows online that a lot of women who went for these parties, they either die, most of them don't even make it, some of them just go missing, some of them are being trafficked for sex, as sex workers. In fact, a lot of horrible things are going on. You guys need to be very careful. There are so many ways that you can make money as a young girl, and eating shit shouldn't be one of them. You can start up a business, you can always start little and grow big, you can always start from somewhere, but you shouldn't do things. Eating shit should not be an option. So besties, what do you guys have to say concerning this video? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, drop your experiences as well. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you.